Find Your Purpose Best Motivational Video. Introduction: Awakening the Infinite Within You. The journey begins with a question. Imagine waking up tomorrow with no boundaries, no limits, nothing holding you back from the life you've always dreamed of. Would you be willing to pay the price to make that dream a reality? If you could tap into a source of unlimited power, confidence, and wisdom, how far could you go? This isn't just a hypothetical question, it's a reality that countless individuals throughout history have discovered, and it's a reality waiting for you. But here's the first truth: before you can achieve anything remarkable, you must confront one undeniable force: yourself. Whether it's the fear that grips your heart, the doubts that cloud your mind, or the voice that whispers you're not enough, we all face the same battles. The difference between those who remain stuck and those who rise to greatness is the ability to break through those limitations. A story of transformation: the teacher who found her purpose. In a small town, there lived a teacher named Lisa. She had always loved working with children, believing she could inspire and change lives. Her first year in the classroom felt like heaven. Every morning, she walked into school with a sense of purpose, energized by the potential to shape young minds. But in her second year, everything changed. Lisa was assigned a particularly challenging class. 5 boys in her room were constantly disruptive, and one child, in particular, seemed impossible to control. Day after day, he tested her patience, pushing boundaries, acting out, and defying every rule. One morning, as this child stood in the doorway kicking, flailing, and screaming, something in Lisa snapped. The frustration and anger she had suppressed for months boiled over, and for a split second, she wanted to retaliate. She stepped toward the child with an unthinkable thought: to kick him out of her world entirely. But in that moment, something else happened. The child ran away, startled, and Lisa stood frozen. It wasn't her rage that paralyzed her, it was shame. A deep, overwhelming sense of failure filled her heart. "What have I become?" she thought. That night, Lisa went home and questioned her entire purpose. Was she really meant to be a teacher? Was she capable of helping anyone, or was she just fooling herself? The next morning, she confided in 2 of her colleagues, tears streaming down her face. They offered her advice she would never forget: "Lisa, you're not the key to every door." At first, those words felt like a punch to the gut. But as Lisa sat with them, she realized something profound. She didn't have to be the key to every door, but she could become the key to some. And maybe, just maybe, her true purpose was to unlock the most difficult doors, the ones others had given up on. From that day forward, Lisa sought out the troubled children, the ones others had written off. She poured her heart and soul into understanding them, reading every book she could find, taking notes, and running experiments. Slowly but surely, she saw results. Those children, once labeled incorrigible, began to thrive. Word spread, and soon other teachers were sending their most challenging students to Lisa. She had become the key to unlocking doors that no one else could open. Today, Lisa is not only an exceptional teacher, she is a guide, a mentor, a leader. Her story isn't just one of success, it's a story of transformation. When Lisa found her true purpose, everything changed. She found the energy, courage, and wisdom to go beyond her limits, and in doing so, she changed the lives of countless children. The lesson of Lisa's story. Lisa's transformation holds a lesson for all of us: your purpose is the key to unlocking the infinite potential within you. When you clarify your purpose, you tap into a power that transcends fear, failure, and doubt. You shift from a mindset of scarcity to one of abundance, from insecurity to confidence, from limitation to possibility. The struggles you face are not there to break you, they are there to mold you, to sharpen you, and to reveal your true strength. Every person walking this earth is capable of extraordinary things, but most people never reach their full potential because they are stuck in a cycle of fear, self-doubt, and external validation. They spend their lives asking, "What do others think of me?" instead of asking, "What am I truly here to do?" The shift, moving from fear to purpose. Fear is a natural part of being human. It's hardwired into our biology to keep us safe, to prevent us from taking risks that might endanger us. But here's the paradox: the greatest risks are often the ones that lead to the most profound rewards. Fear, when left unchecked, becomes the very thing that keeps us small, keeps us locked inside a narrow life when we were meant to live expansively. Consider this: have you ever had a dream so big, so bold, that just thinking about it made your heart race? Have you ever felt a pull towards something greater, something that defied logic but resonated deeply within your soul? That feeling, that pull, it's not random. It's your spirit calling you toward your purpose. But too often, we let fear silence that call. We convince ourselves it's too risky, too unrealistic, too impossible. But what if the impossible is where your true potential lies? Breaking free from the prison of self-doubt. Self-doubt is perhaps the greatest prison we build for ourselves. It's the voice in our heads that tells us we're not smart enough, talented enough, or worthy enough to achieve the life we desire. It's the voice that keeps us playing small, living in the shadows of what we could be. And for many, it's a prison they never escape. But here's the truth: self-doubt is a lie. It's a story we've been told, or that we've told ourselves, to keep us from stepping into our greatness. The moment you stop believing that lie, everything changes. When you replace self-doubt with self-belief, you unlock a power within you that is unstoppable. In every great story of success, you will find one common thread: the moment of belief. It's the moment when an individual, despite all odds, chooses to believe in themselves and their purpose. It's the moment when everything shifts. Awakening the infinite within you, continued. The divine spark within. Have you ever considered the possibility that there is something divine within you, something far greater than the sum of your experiences, your failures, or even your talents? This concept may sound grand, but it's not reserved for spiritual elites or the particularly gifted. It is a truth that runs deep through every spiritual tradition: you are more than you think you are. In the Christian Bible, we find the words, "You are God's, and all of you are children of the Most High," Psalm 82 verse 6. This powerful statement hints at the inherent divinity that exists within each of us. Similarly, in other spiritual traditions, we see teachings that affirm the presence of a higher self, a divine spark, or a soul that is connected to the infinite source of all creation. But if this divine potential exists within all of us, why do so few ever awaken to it? The answer lies in awareness. Too often, we define ourselves by external circumstances: our upbringing, our education, our financial status, our past mistakes. We allow these things to shape our identity, and in doing so, we forget who we really are. We forget that we are spiritual beings having a human experience, not the other way around. To awaken the divine within, you must first recognize that you are connected to a source of limitless potential. This recognition is the foundation upon which all personal and spiritual growth is built. Once you acknowledge this truth, you can begin to access the power, wisdom, and strength that already resides within you. From struggle to strength, the role of adversity. One of the greatest challenges we face in life is adversity. Whether it's the loss of a loved one, a financial setback, or a personal failure, we all experience moments when it feels like the world is against us. These moments can be devastating, and they often leave us questioning our purpose, our worth, and even our faith. But here's the paradox: adversity is not your enemy. In fact, it is often the very thing that propels you toward your greatest breakthroughs. Think about it: how many times in your life have you emerged stronger, wiser, and more resilient after going through a difficult situation? It is through adversity that we are refined, much like gold is purified through fire. Consider the story of Joseph in the Bible. Betrayed by his brothers, sold into slavery, and wrongfully imprisoned, Joseph endured years of hardship. But despite the injustice he faced, Joseph never lost faith in his divine purpose. Through perseverance, humility, and a deep trust in God, Joseph was eventually elevated to a position of power and influence, becoming the second most powerful man in Egypt. His story is a testament to the fact that adversity, when met with faith and resilience, can lead to unimaginable blessings. Adversity teaches us lessons that success never can. It reveals our strengths, exposes our weaknesses, and forces us to dig deeper into the reserves of our spirit. It is often through the most challenging times that we discover what we are truly made of. Embracing the power of faith. Faith is the cornerstone of every great achievement. It is the belief in things unseen, the trust that no matter how difficult the journey may seem, there is a higher plan at work. Faith is not the absence of doubt or fear, it is the decision to move forward despite them. When you walk in faith, you align yourself with the divine plan for your life. You begin to see that every challenge, every setback, and every closed door is simply part of a greater design, a design that is ultimately working for your good. As the Bible says, all things work together for good to them that love God, to them who are called according to His purpose, Romans 8 verse 28. But faith is not passive. It requires action. To truly live a life of faith, you must be willing to step out of your comfort zone, to take risks, and to trust that even when things don't go according to your plan, they are still going according to God's plan. Faith is the fuel that drives you forward when everything else says, stop. In the book of Hebrews, we are reminded that faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen, Hebrews 11 verse 1. This means that faith is not just a feeling, it is a force. It is the evidence that what you hope for already exists, even if you cannot yet see it. When you operate from a place of faith, you are tapping into the divine potential within you, allowing it to manifest in your life. The role of vision, seeing beyond your circumstances. One of the greatest gifts you have as a human being is the ability to envision a future that is greater than your current reality. Vision is the ability to see beyond your circumstances, to imagine a life that is aligned with your highest purpose, and to take the steps necessary to bring that vision to life. But vision is not just about setting goals or creating a plan. True vision is about aligning your desires with the divine plan for your life. It's about tuning into the whispers of your soul and allowing your inner guidance to lead you. When you have a clear vision, you are able to navigate the storms of life with a sense of purpose and direction. You are no longer tossed about by the winds of circumstance, because you know where you are going. In Proverbs, we are told, where there is no vision, the people perish, Proverbs 29 verse 18. This verse speaks to the importance of having a clear sense of direction in life. Without vision, we are lost. We drift through life without purpose, reacting to whatever comes our way rather than creating the life we desire. But with vision, we are empowered. We become co-creators with the divine, actively shaping our destiny. Overcoming limiting beliefs, the power of the mind. One of the greatest obstacles to realizing your divine potential is the presence of limiting beliefs. These are the thoughts, patterns, and stories we tell ourselves that keep us stuck in mediocrity. I'm not smart enough. I don't have the resources. It's too late for me. These are just a few examples of the lies we allow to shape our reality. But here's the truth, your beliefs create your reality. If you believe that you are limited, you will live a limited life. If you believe that you are capable of greatness, you will achieve great things. The mind is incredibly powerful, and it will always seek to confirm whatever you believe to be true. In the Bible, we are told to be transformed by the renewing of your mind, Romans 12 verse 2. This verse reminds us that transformation begins in the mind. If you want to change your life, you must first change your thoughts. You must begin to see yourself as God sees you, capable, worthy, and full of potential. You must replace limiting beliefs with empowering ones, and trust that you have everything you need to fulfill your purpose. Practical steps to awaken your infinite potential. Now that we've explored the foundational principles of awakening the divine within you, let's look at some practical steps you can take to begin this journey. Clarify your purpose. Spend time in prayer, meditation, or journaling to gain clarity on your purpose. What are you passionate about? What gifts have you been given? How can you use those gifts to serve others? Cultivate faith. Faith is like a muscle, it grows stronger the more you use it. Start by taking small steps of faith in your daily life. Trust that even when things don't make sense, there is a higher plan at work. Visualize your future. Create a vision for your life that is aligned with your purpose. What does your ideal future look like? Write it down, create a vision board, or meditate on it daily. Challenge limiting beliefs. Identify the beliefs that are holding you back and replace them with empowering ones. Speak affirmations over yourself daily, reminding yourself of your worth, potential, and divine purpose. Take inspired action. Faith without works is dead. Once you have a clear vision and have cultivated faith, take inspired action toward your goals. Trust that every step you take brings you closer to your destiny. Conclusion of introduction. In this moment, you stand on the edge of a great adventure, an adventure that will take you beyond your limitations, beyond your fears, and into the fullness of who you were created to be. The journey ahead will not always be easy, but it will be worth it. With faith, vision, and a clear sense of purpose, you will unlock the infinite potential that resides within you. Remember, you are not alone on this journey. The same divine power that created the universe dwells within you, guiding you every step of the way. So take a deep breath, step forward in faith, and embrace the life you were meant to live. Kindly subscribe, like and comment,